Apologies, part 2 of this video. Sorry about that. Would appear the video stopped. I don't know why, but anyway, I'll carry on. Won't ramble on too much longer, but basically, it gives you the level of the damage to the wood. You can see how bad it goes, and it's all the way down. It's literally it's got almost between quarter and a half as thick again to what it should be. That's how much water it's took on over the period of years, wherever it's been stored. And yeah, the poor old cab really has suffered. That's what happens with chipboard. Unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do with it except make the most of a bad job. This side here, as you can see, there's a slight line there. This is a brand new piece of wood again on the side here. These always seem to go as well. They seem to get damaged quite badly and quite easily when they get shuffled around. So another piece of wood sourced, cut to the same as the other side. Luckily the other side was okay, and sort of doweled and stuck it on. And then also in there there's a securing, you can just about see it there, there's a securing sort of bracket as well to hold it in place. It's now pretty secure, and the original bolt holes, even though it wasn't needed really, we put it in just to basically make it look more authentic really, as per again the other side, which is, as you can see, there's two each side as well. So you know, it just evens things up and makes it look like it should. So so I'll just quickly go into the back now and show you that everything has been cleaned up. Do need a cover for that, haven't got one. So if any kind soul has a cover for JPM back door, then that'd be great. It's a plastic cover, but really most things were sort of complete on this machine. That gives the original date that the machine was entered into service, 1st of the 10th 81. It looks like G Clues or Clues, GP Clues maybe. What can I say? I mean, really, there's the sorters, the coin sorters, the manifolds, if you like. We took those away and got those powder coated because they were in quite a bad way. They always seem to be. But really, the inside of the machine wasn't too bad. As you can see, the masking was quite clean. No need to clean it at all, and it's come out quite nicely. Everything inside really has been sort of given a clean up and tidy up. Not a lot to show really. Down here, the power supply was completely stripped down and cleaned, and the chrome sort of tidied up a little bit. It's quite rusty at the front, so polish that up. New stickers sort for it. Most of these were missing. All these, they're all missing, so I managed to sort of put some new ones on, and also including the stickers on the lid there and there on the rear deck as well. They're usually sort of wrinkled or in a bad way, very faded. So again, best policy here was to replace them really. And yeah, so again, I think they look pretty good, and you know, quite happy with the outcome. Let's say the board in here, the regulator board, it's all working, and we were quite happy with it in the end. So yeah, and there's an original sticker in there as well, which I've kept hold of as well. So it's just nice little record of what was going on with the machine when it first got built. The strip lighting, that had been disconnected, and and LED lighting had been put in, which looked quite good. But the decision was made to return it back to its original lighting, if you like, which I think looks better, slightly better than the LEDs did. And you've got the original sort of colour really to the front of the cabinet. If you look at the glass, that's how it should be, like a yellowy sort of white hue on the glass really. Whereas before, the LEDs were a little bit too bright and they were shining a bit too blue as well, and it looked okay but not quite right. And it's nice to have things back as original if you're rebuilding a machine as well, I think. And the owner of the machine sort of thought so too. So so basically, 2 new tubes of sourced. A couple of the end caps were required as well. These here, where the tube slots into. A couple of them were missing or snapped or broken, so the one down the bottom corner got another one. They're quite easy to get hold of, really. You can still get those. So not bad there. The tubes, not in bad condition. Quick clean up on the tubes. The sensor there, strangely, this tube here, it's not an original one, I don't think, because it's got no hole for the sensor to go into. So not that it matters, because really we want, you know, with this sort of machine, really it's ideal to have it telling us that the tube is full of 10p's, even if it's not, in order to be able to use the 50p for change should you want to. It's just, you know, little thing really, but nothing too important. And so that's it. So as I say, everything was cleaned up and tidied up, and that's the machine we have now. It's all good. The rear deck was completely cleaned up. Everything, literally everything on it, and you know, after a few false starts, it's all working okay. So so there you are. It's took about 4 months to do, and it's been quite a good little project, really, and I'm quite pleased with it. And it's a lovely machine, well worth spending the time and effort on it. You know, these JPM machines don't come up very often. You don't see them very often, and they are true classics in every sense, and very popular. And it's always great to see one up and running again and restored. So hope you appreciate it, and I'll stick these videos on YouTube for you to have a look at. And you know, if you ever decide to want to restore a machine, then just bear in mind a cab's very rarely too far gone to restore. It's always possible, one way or another, if you're willing to spend the time on it. And so another reason to do the video, really. So there you go. Anyway, hope you like it, and I'll probably be doing some more videos as time goes on. So I'll leave you to it, and speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.